Tesaira in now hopefully 12 days, maybe a bit more. Straight to France. Keep fingers crossed it's gonna be a good passage. Bye bye Azores Islands.
Today we shall start a very special journey, the big passage back home. Home to mainland Europe, the continent that we had left in 2019, as well prepared as we thought we were. Not having thought we would be hit by a pandemic, be locked down on our boat for weeks.
Now we are here in quarantine. Now it's arrived as well. 14 days on board, and they are patrolling with a helicopter to make sure that all the people stay on board. What crazy times.
Not knowing how far we would ever get.
Yeah, now we go to the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, to an unknown destination, 4,000 miles only. My captain, my boat, and me. It's unimaginable. You can't really describe the feeling, Ilja. 5 to 6 weeks at sea. The Atlantic crossing was a walk in the park, huh?
That this pandemic would lead our way into the stunning French Polynesian waters in the Pacific, and all the way back. Not having had a clue of all the adventures and extraordinary encounters this journey would bring with it. Without sounding cocky, this crossing, distance-wise, felt like a little hop over with only around 1,200 nautical miles of passage to France, if we would make it there and the weather would let us. As this region is known as a low-pressure system autobahn, making their way across the Atlantic, especially in the soon arriving autumn and winter, hitting the European coast and its offshore islands with full force. As the systems move so quickly, they are hardly predictable, having a look at the weather forecast. Had we chosen the right weather window leaving the Azores? Once again we pinned down our hope on Thula, hoping the new shroud would bring us luck after having replaced almost the whole rig step by step on our journey with some bitter, life-threatening experiences. It couldn't get any worse than on our 4,300 nautical mile Pacific crossing against winds and currents back to the Central American mainland with an almost loss of mast, could it? Let the weather poker game begin and enjoy. So this is our current position. We've been dodging this storm and yeah, had to sail around around 100 miles to the east. Now we have headwinds coming from the north. This is where we are. So sailing towards the Portuguese coast. So this is what's been happening weather-wise. There's a high pressure system here, and unluckily we were on the wrong side of the high pressure system, getting these winds. We're the green dot over there, and it's moving very, very slow. So today is Saturday. You can see what happened. Very stable system, slowly moving eastwards, and there we get the northerly winds that we have today, which is why we're heading for the Portuguese coast. And then on Sunday, here you can see, here we have the westerly winds again that we need. That will turn to southwesterly winds that will hopefully bring us a little bit closer to our goal in the Bretagne. And they're quite immense, with a big package of wind in them. Super tired. Has been 2 very hot days at sea. Sea has calmed down a bit, but you can see still a bit of rest waves here, 3-meter waves. So hopefully the wind soon turns to the right direction, and that would be to west-southwest. Good morning, Captain! You say you're not getting out of your bed today? Seems like no, huh? Oh. So here we go again. Next squall. Constant change of winds here all the time. Sometimes no wind at all, or seemingly no wind at all. And then suddenly out of nowhere, whew, and here's the culprit. So the waves have calmed down a bit, and we're going to have a quiet night hopefully today. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock there's going to be a trough of depression that's going to reach us with 28 knots of wind in gusts, 20 the general wind speed from behind though. So it's gonna keep us busy tomorrow the whole day, and then we're gonna try to get into an area where there's little wind, because shortly after that we are going to get the westerly winds of another low pressure system, a big one that is forming north of us. So not ideal conditions for sailing north at the moment, but we're doing our best.
By here. Luckily the wave is not that high, maybe 2.5 meters, but the wind gusts are pretty strong. 30 knots. Yeah. Hand steering for a bit. Enjoying the morning coffee. Still 680 miles to go.
Almost halfway. Is that good idea?
Salz was drin in it?
Nein.
So I think this was it, hopefully. So we are in the middle of the low pressure system. As you can see, the sun is shining and all around us are clouds. So yeah, we just got pretty strong winds, about I would say 40 knots. Back in North Atlantic again, yay! Home of shit weather. North Atlantic. Last shit weather before home. jetzt wir demnächst auf Nord drehen und voll in die Sonne nochmal blasen.
So Ilja, what's going on here?
So, as I can read the weather a bit, and the weather frog, this was a young low pressure or young depression just building up, moving really fast with about 35 knots. So now the sun is shining, so we are more or less in the middle, and I think what you can see behind there, it's a trope. So the wind should turn soon north, and then it will be blowing for about 2 hours, hopefully. I don't know, 30 knots maybe, and then it should be over, and should be good weather again. So just verifying my assumptions with the predict wind. And yeah, the good thing about North Atlantic, you can read the weather pretty clear. So the only thing you need is a barometer and a clock. What?
And some nerves. Good nerves.
Du lachst! Das ist so.
How has the trip been so far, Ilja?
Good.
Good?
Good, yeah. Cold, wet, gusty, high seas, as expected. No more trade with sailing.
He says with a smile.
So there goes the backside of the low pressure system.
Seiwal oder so? Vielleicht?
Scheiße, ey. Diese Krebse. Mann, komm doch mal her. Ich will dir doch nicht. Mann.
Ich glaube, der andere Mr. Krabs schiebt gleich auch richtig Panik, wenn du kommst.
Die sind auch mit zwei. Mann, das ist doch nur zu eurem Besten, Jungs. Ihr verbrüht euch doch hier in der Ecke.
Jetzt ist er verschwunden wieder, ne? Oder ist er da vorne noch?
Vorne. Ja, das ist aber ein anderer.
Das ist in der Gruppe. Sieht irgendwie komisch aus. Da hinten ist alles rot.
Ja.
ist denn da passiert?
Red water never seems a good sign. We hadn't just witnessed something awful, had we? Or was it not what we thought it was?
Shit, Mann! Gott, das sind viel zu viele Wale hier. Ich habe schon wieder da hinten einen gesehen. Der ist gerade genau neben uns aufgetaucht hier. Oh, krass. Mann, die sind hier alle viel zu viel. Ich weiß nicht warum, aber es ist alles voller Wale hier.
Find out in our coming episode what had happened beneath the ocean's surface. Above the surface, just a few hundred miles west, a beast of a depression was making its way across the Atlantic towards us.
There's a big storm coming in the next 3 days, so hopefully we will be by then in France. So check this out. This is where we want to go. And here the low pressure is coming Monday night. It's gusting about 30 knots, 35. So it's gonna be not really nice.
Not another third depression that would give us a wipe on our 10-meter floating home just before making it to the French mainland, right?
So there you can see the sky getting dark. The low pressure system is slowly making progress towards us.
Let the cat and mouse game begin once again. Would we make it or not? Keep your fingers crossed for us. Thank you for watching and for your lasting support. Especially a big thank you to our loyal patrons. We hope you enjoyed watching another ocean passage. See you soon.